Alright guys, so in this video we will be talking about creating your model or creating your trading strategy, So right here what I have is basically my strategy. Perhaps some people could say, oh, this could be more in depth, or a lot of people I've seen their strategies, they're more in depth than this, probably a bunch of lines, probably like a whole bunch of pages of stuff to do. But I think I just prefer to have something simple like this because it kind of reduces the amount of restraints I have when I'm trying to take a trade, and it strips it down to the fundamentals. I'm not saying yours has to be like this. This is just what works for me when I don't have like such a long tick list of things I need to look at every time I'm trying to enter a trade. So this is really simple. This is easy for me to understand and to look at. Also, I have it written down so that if ever you grab you one of these, it's a nice journal that I use. You have one of these, you have your trading strategy also written down here, and yeah, you could just have your confluences. Then also I have this little emergency plan, so we can take a look at this as well. So you see that it's kind of like an if-then table. If I lose a trade, this like just saying that, okay, if I lose a trade, I go and train, so I can basically shut down my PC, go and train. If I win a trade, I go and train, so I don't take more trades when I've already won, or I don't take more trades when I lose. If I miss my setup, I go and train. So basically it doesn't, you don't have to go and train, but it just means that you could leave your setup or you could leave your PC or whatever. If I open a trade, I don't touch it until order is filled automatically. So I don't touch the trade until my take profit or my stop loss is filled automatically. This is kind of old, and perhaps I need to update this because there are times when I could put my stop at break even, or a bunch of different variables could happen. Even though I don't really like the whole stops to break even thing, but it depends on what I am doing. So yeah, you could research, choose. Obviously, you do a lot of backtesting, do a lot of studying, and you will choose the confluences that you want. You will choose the trading style that resonates the most with you. It could be whatever. It doesn't have to be smart money concepts. It doesn't have to be ICT. It could be support and resistance. It could be supply and demand. It could be volume profiles. It could be Elliott. It could be harmonic patterns. It could be Elliott wave. Whatever. So you could choose whatever you like and create a technical analysis trading strategy off of that trade. Like the whole technical analysis thing, it isn't the most important thing that you need to focus on. A lot of times it doesn't really matter. A lot of times it's more psychological, and focusing on your mindset and having the proper mindset of a trader. That's one of the most important things. But it's good to have this model or a written down trading strategy so that you're able to understand your probability. That's one of the key things, because if you're entering the market and taking trades off of random variables, you'll never have any real understanding of your probability. So with this edge, I know that, okay, I can have a 60% win rate. Now I can easily tweak this and modify this to understand how could I possibly increase this win rate or this trading strategy from a 60% win rate to perhaps an 80% win rate or a 90% win rate, depending on what's realistic, but yeah, 60% is great, obviously. And yeah, you could also write down your risk settings. That's pretty discretionary, so I didn't write that down. You could write out how much you want to risk, or how much the dollar amount of your stop loss might be, how much take profit you want to take. It really just depends on you. You could choose to take profit at fixed risk reward level, or you could choose to take profit at when your draw on liquidity is hit, or whatever, either of those kind of things. So yeah, this is just basically creating a trading strategy. It's important to create a trading strategy. This platform that I'm using is called Notion. I use it to do a lot of things. Some people might use TradeZella or whatever, but it's just about writing down your trading strategy so you can look at it. You shouldn't stray from it. It's easier to follow your rules in that way, So alright, yeah, thank you guys for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.